What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Andrew Nordbye. If you haven't seen my YouTube channel, go check it out, Fishing with Nordbye. But today we're talking spinner baits. Spinnerbait is a classic bait to use year round, but especially in the springtime. And what we have here today is this little coleslaw spinnerbait. This is a Strike King tour grade spinnerbait. I like throwing, no matter what I'm throwing, usually I have one silver and one gold blade on my spinnerbait. This coleslaw color, it's got little chartreuse kind of up here, yellowy color, and faded to an orange. Very popular in dirty water, and a lot of white on it. When I'm fishing mid to murkier lakes, like 2 foot or less of clarity, I like throwing it, or just a white and chartreuse. If it's chocolate milk, I throw a straight chartreuse spinnerbait. And then when we're talking clear water than that, I'll switch it up to a straight white or a mouse or a shad style that has a little more natural look to it. So when I'm fishing my spinnerbait, I like to trim my skirt. What I do is I see where the hook's at. Hook is right there. And I go about 1/4 of an inch below the hook, just like that. Trim it up, shape it up, just like that. Beautiful. And then I add a trailer to it. So on this one, I'm gonna throw a 3 1/4 inch Strike King Rage Swimmer. And we're just gonna thread it up there on the hook over the bait keeper. You can add some super glue if you really want it to stay put. But just right there, just like that. That is the beautiful little spinnerbait setup. Juicy spinnerbait setup. When we're fishing spinnerbaits, I'm fishing them on, one of my favorite combos is 7.3 Mach 2, medium heavy, and I'm throwing it on 17-pound test. And why 17? It's heavy enough to get the job done. It's not too heavy to make those long casts, and you're not gonna break it off, especially when you're casting this spinnerbait around cover. A lot of times you're throwing it around rocks, grass, laydowns, stumps, up next to the bank. Windy banks are better for throwing a spinnerbait, a lot better than a calm day on the water. So if there's a little chop, break that spinnerbait out. A little bit of flash, those fish are active. Usually you want to fish the banks the wind is blowing up on. So if the wind is blowing a decent amount up on a bank, chopping the water, fish are likely chasing bait that are getting pushed up that way, and stuff's moving around. Throw a spinnerbait in a little bit of ripple or a lot of ripple and waves going into the bank. On laydowns coming out in the water, throw it up the laydown, fish it down and over the limbs. A spinnerbait is very weedless. It's got this whole arm to block it as it comes through the water. So fish it next to cover. Don't be afraid to throw it up in trees, bushes, laydowns, stumps, big old chunk rock. Throw it up in all of that. And it comes through the grass really well also. So next time you're out there on the water, especially in the springtime, fish just love a spinnerbait. So remember, if you haven't seen NSR Fishing, this is a great company. They help put high school anglers, help teach them, grow them, coach them, and get them ready for college, help them find scholarships to fish in college and take fishing to the next level. So if you haven't heard of NSR Fishing before, go check it out. Again, check my YouTube channel out, Fishing with Nordbye. I hope you enjoyed this little tip video on fishing spinnerbaits. Can't beat a spinnerbait some days in the springtime. So go check it out. Hope you enjoy the video. We'll catch you on the next one.